Today on the Library Channel, Disability Services at ASU Libraries. I'm Fred McIlvain, and today I'm joined by Jodie Milam, who manages our disability services here at the Hayden Library. Good morning, Jodie.
Good morning, Fred.
Well, I was going to ask how long have the ASU Libraries been offering ADA services, but I guess what we really need to ask is how long have we had our special room?
Well, I know that we've had our new room for about 15 years. I've been here for about 5, and it was here 10 years before that. But even before our new room, I know that ASU Libraries has had some adaptive technology for our students.
And what constitutes a disability?
A disability is any mental or physical impairment that limits performance of daily tasks.
And when we're talking about your customer population, we're talking about people with permanent disabilities as well as people with temporary disabilities?
Yes. Usually when someone thinks of someone with a disability, they may think of someone who is deaf or blind or in a wheelchair. But there's also many hidden disabilities. For example, a head injury from a car accident, which would limit memory, or a back injury from a football accident, which would limit mobility or the amount of time someone can sit comfortably. And then, of course, there's many learning disabilities, ADD and attention deficit disorder and things like that.
How many students with disabilities are there at ASU, do you know?
Last year, registered with the Disability Resource Center, there were about 1,300 students.
And about how many of them take advantage of our services?
Not as many as we would like. We're always trying to get the word out there. We have probably 100 different patrons, students a year that come in and use our services. I one time asked one of the students, you know, do your friends at DRC know about us? And they said, no, we don't want anybody to know because then it won't be available to us. So I don't think they share the information.
So you have a little media relations problem.
Yes, yes. So we are definitely trying to get the word out.
Yeah. How large is your staff?
We have, I'm the one full-time, and then we have a part-time staff and several student workers that work in the evenings and weekends.
And what kind of adaptive technologies do you offer down there?
We are so excited with all of the things that we offer. We have so many. We have, of course, in our hardware, we have tables that are adjustable. We have lots of different keyboard and mice. For example, we have some keyboards that have large keys on them. We have one student who types with a head stick, so the large keys make it easier for him to type. We also have keyboards with large print on it, so students with low vision, it makes it easier for them to type. Lots of different mice. We have a trackball mouse, which has a ball on it about the size of a tennis ball, and a student with limited hand use can, using the side of his hand, can move the ball, moving the cursor on the screen. We have a joystick mouse students who have joysticks on their wheelchair, using the joystick mouse makes it easier for them to do their own research. We even have a NOHANDS mouse that you can use your feet with and moving the cursor on the screen.
That's amazing. And now you were also telling me something about another NOHANDS on screen?
Yes, we have a head tracker that if you put, the head tracker sits on top of the monitor, and then we put a silver dot on the student's forehead, and the head tracker tracks the movement of their head. And we have a SoftType software on the screen that's a keyboard, and by just looking at the keys on the screen, they can do their typing that way.
That's just amazing. Let's talk about software. What kinds of things are available?
We have the usual things that you might find on some other computers. For example, JAWS, which is a screen reader. It reads everything that's on the screen for the student who is blind. It not only reads the words, the text on the screen, but it also gives them indicators that this is a link, this is an image, etc. And then we have Magic, that is a screen magnifier. And it can magnify what is on the screen up to 16 times. So it gets very large for the student with low vision. We have Duxbury, which will take a printed document. If a student is blind, they can scan a chapter or an article, and Duxbury will translate it into Braille. And then we have an embosser, so they can Braille off the article or the chapter that they need to read. We have OmniPage. If a student would like to have it in electronic format, a PDF, perhaps they have limited use of their hands, so turning the pages in the book is difficult. So if we scan a chapter or an article, we can make it into a PDF and they can read it from the computer screen.
Now, what is the Kurzweil scan?
You know, that's our most popular, the Kurzweil software. Students with learning disabilities, if they scan, again, a chapter or an article, it immediately appears on the screen. It will highlight it word by word and say it out loud. So a student who has a learning disability can see it and hear it at the same time, making for greater comprehension.
Wow.
They can also copy and paste from their readings there into a Word document, so they don't have to take notes while they're reading it. Kurzweil also, if they're typing something, if they have to write a paper, they can start typing, and when they get to the end of the sentence, it'll read the sentence back to them. Often if you have a learning disability, you'll forget the end of a word. Or trying to think about what you want to say and type it and think of spelling at the same time is difficult. So it also has word prediction. If you start typing a word that starts with STR, it'll bring up several choices and you could select the one you want and not have to think about the spelling of the word.
Now, all this is in the ADA room in the Hayden Library on the Tempe campus. Are there other workstations around in some of the other libraries that are also available?
Yes. We have 9 workstations in our room, so we are the largest area. But at Music, Architecture, and Science, there's also a single workstation that is adjustable and has some of these same software on them.
Anything, do you know, at the other campuses?
The Fletcher Library at the West Campus has many of the services that we have and adaptive technology. And to get that list, you can go to the website lib.asu.edu/ADA.
The downtown campus has a great variety of things available. It's a newer library, and so they have more, and they also have DRC in the building, and DRC has some of their equipment right there.
DRC?
Disability Resource Center.
Thank you.
And we will, I haven't really talked yet about the services that we offer our students in addition to the facilities that we have. The staff will assist our students with orientation and tours of the library, not only the Hayden Library, but we will go to the branch libraries and assist our students. And we will help them access their materials. We'll go up into the stacks and pull books. And then, of course, we help them with their research, which is a big service that we give in sitting down one-on-one and showing them the databases and how to get articles and how to do their research.
So that means you have to be reference and all sorts of things.
Yes, we wear many hats, we do.
Any other services you'd like to mention?
No, I think that going to the libraries, any of the libraries for the students, pulling books from other libraries, if they're used to being at Hayden but they need science books, will help them with that.
And what are your hours?
We are open anytime the library is open. Our room is always unlocked and in use by the students 24 hours a day.
Right.
It is only staffed from 8 in the morning till 9 in the evening, Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5 on Friday, and on Saturday afternoons, 1 to 5.
And your services are not limited only to ASU students, correct?
That's right. Community patrons can come in and use us if they have a disability. We always our patrons need to self-identify as having a disability, and we will work with community patrons on library research. So they need to work with us one-on-one if they come in to use our facilities.
Well, Jodie, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
This is the Library Channel. Thanks for watching.